I was hoping you would say that.
Yeah, I just do it now. Like we used to ask and I'm like, I'm forgetting.
All right, welcome everyone. It is 6 o'clock. I'm going to call the meeting to order as we stand for the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone. Start the meeting off with any citizens. Sorry, I can't even see behind that podium. I don't see any, so we will move on to celebrations. Adam.
All right, welcome to our April board meeting, board members. This is also right at the beginning of our state testing extravaganza, so fun times had by all. That'll continue for the next month and change. A couple celebrations this evening, actually 3 that I'll start with off of the website. So the first one is that the students at Explore are getting geared up for the construction as that starts to pick up the pace. And one of the things we're trying to do, and it's challenging obviously because there's a lot of things they have to do during the school day, but trying to keep the kids involved with the process. So 2 kind of concrete steps so far have been that Chrisman came in again this year to read to students. They really focused on 3rd grade and below. Weren't able to get to every classroom, obviously, but did get to quite a few, and some rooms combined, and that gave them an opportunity to teach the kids a little bit about construction through literacy as part of March's Reading Month, and also get some feedback, solicited and unsolicited, from students about their thoughts on the construction. Opinions vary, but it's always interesting to hear what the kids have to say about what's going on. We plan to continue that through the summer program at Kids Camp, and have the kids out to the outside of the construction zone, but near the fence line weekly, and Chrisman can kind of give them an update on what's going on and explain the processes that are going on, and really kind of keep our summer campers involved in the process so the kids understand what's taking place there. And then a pretty significant undertaking, even though it might not seem like it, was the creation of I think it's called a scrim, but it's really a good banner, really large banner, and every staff member and student, hey, look at that guy there. That's a good looking boy. Every staff member and every student at the building had a chance to put their handprints on the banner, and that'll be hung up in advance of the groundbreaking ceremony, and then once that's over, hung up throughout the construction period. So a way of kind of symbolically showing the number of kids that the project is going to be impacting. So those are some things, little other things that we're working on. I got invited to Explorers Club in May, so I'll do a presentation for the kids there as well. We've been looped in on the project, and we're going to go from there. Next story on the website is a recap of winter sports. So just a quick summary of how we did in the different athletic competitions. Our co-op groups in particular, hockey and gymnastics, did exceptionally well. We also had a swimmer qualify for the individual state finals, which was very impressive to say the least. So, a lot of participation, I think very successful overall. A lot of crowd support, a lot of community support as always with athletics throughout. And then the final website story for tonight was that our Model United Nations team, which has had an excellent season throughout, had a lot of individual accomplishments throughout all the different activities and conferences they've been at, but their most recent one, the team was named Best Delegation. They got a little gavel as a representation of that. So the kids did awesome as individuals, but also as a team, really distinguished themselves during that conference. So congratulations to them and their advisors for that work. Non-website celebration, just briefly over here, we've hung our 2025 AP School Honor Roll banner. I know we've mentioned that in the past, but we actually got it posted up in the boardroom now, so it'll join the other accolades that are present in the room. And those are celebrations for this evening, unless there are any questions.
We're out of wall space.
We are, actually. I just cycled one out to put the new one out, so yeah, we are. And I'm going to try to use that back wall for more pictures and photographs and things like that. So we had the board come off of it last year so that we could add some more visuals to the room.
I just wanted to remind not only board members, but anyone that could clicks on this video on YouTube and sees. We do have, as Adam has mentioned numerous times, bond updates is on our website. You can click on that. There's a lot of stuff that is going on right now, but we try to keep that up to date. You'll see just recently posted the new softball complex with all those updates are on there. So if any community members have questions for board members, you can direct them there. If you aren't sure, or any community members that are watching this can go directly onto that. You can see it goes all the way back to the planning process, all the way up to date to where we are now, as up to date as possible, I guess I should say. So, thank you, Adam. Superintendent's report.
Upcoming
Superintendent's report.
Upcoming items, kind of hot off the press. We've scheduled a policy meeting for the 27th of April. So you'll get a reminder out about that, but that one is probably not on your calendars, but just so everybody's aware, that's the next committee meeting. The 4th of May will be the next regular board meeting after tonight, and that will feature the high school and athletics handbook and education updates. And then the following meeting after that on the 18th of May will be the 2 elementary buildings and the middle school for their handbook and education updates. So we're just about at that point of the school year. Betsy provided a really comprehensive list at a previous meeting of all the different end of the school year events, so please keep that handy as there's a lot of things coming up, including the first week of May with the staff appreciation lunches, so just stay tuned to that so that you're aware of all the different events that are coming up. And then in particular, I will remind you this week and get an official count, but the groundbreaking ceremony for Explore is on the 4th of May, weather permitting, at 2:30 p.m. It'll be right behind the building, park in the bus loop, enter through the breezeway, and then head to the back of the building, the playground area. So we'll be all set up out there. Chrisman prepared your helmets, so you can get them sized in advance, and then we'll do photographs.
Oh, you're serious? Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, we know what you're sitting there at the time trying to figure out how to size them,
Okay,
so we thought it'd be better to
okay.
get everybody in advance. You're under the deal, you just have to remember to bring them with you.
These
to
aren't
the-
just
to the
ceremonial,
ceremony.
these are actual.
Well, you'll wear them, we'll do a little shovel
Okay,
thing, you
got
have the
it.
helmet on,
Okay.
and I think that's really the main
Look at
purpose.
DC
So
and leave it in your car.
Yes.
you can
got
leave it in your car, that's
Okay.
not a bad idea. I will send a note out to the members later this week and just get a RSVP, and that way we know we'll have enough chairs. And then we'll also, of course, have invited guests that remember the committees. They'll be joining us, as well as city and township officials who were invited. So that's on the 4th of May at 2:30. Shifting over to bond updates, as Sarah mentioned, that button on the website at the very top of the homepage is updated monthly. So at the end of March, I will go in and put all the updates pertinent to the month of March, and then, or I'm sorry, at the end of April, I'll go in and put all the updates pertinent to this month on there, and that'll just continue until the bond has finalized, but that's going to be a couple more years. Updates for tonight as far as projects that are going on. The big one is softball passed inspection last Wednesday, so very appreciative to our partners at Chrisman and French and Brandon, who made some magic happen to make sure that we passed that inspection. So the building can be occupied. The board had an opportunity to tour the facility last Friday, but if anybody who missed that wants a chance to go through there, please just let me know and we'll figure it out so you can see what it looks like. As you can probably see as you were coming in today, parking, if you hadn't looked at it already, there's still like a lot, even though the field's ready and the buildings can be occupied, there's just a lot of punch list type of things, and even some significant items. So like, again, putting the topsoil down, that still needs to be done, and then putting grass seed. The gutters are supposed to go on tomorrow, again, weather permitting. And we have a new hot water heater en route, so that we can add that and then have water in the concession part of that building. So a lot of little things we're still working on. It's going to take several more months to get it perfect, but it's for all intents and purposes done. Kids can play on the field, they can occupy the buildings. Just a reminder, that project was done 2 years ahead of schedule, so that means 2 more seasons that our girls have an opportunity to play on in that facility, and our youth sports can play on that facility versus what the original construction schedule showed. Explorer, they are working now, continuing on clearing the space for the eventual construction. We have the two construction entrances on Raleigh that are getting finalized and cheered up as well, so you'll see more vehicles going in and out of those two entrances. And today, for example, they were working on taking apart some of the playground equipment that's in the construction zone. The intent is to be able to take that down and then move it and then put it back up when the construction is completed, minus the bases. The cement bases have to come out and get destroyed, but those can be poured later on. And all the summer projects, that would include the flooring, high school HVAC, and the parking lot paving at the high school. All those are still on schedule, and as of now, no issues to report with the planning or progress of having those ready to go in June. Those are updates for the bond, and I guess it also concludes my report. Any questions that I could address?
So discussion items, recommendation for Chromebook purchase. We had a memo in our board book from Mr. Doyen. Do you have anything to add to that, Adam?
This is part of the annual renewal of Chromebooks that the board approved many years ago as far as that 10-year plan to support the one-to-one initiative at the secondary buildings. There was a little bit of a scare about a month ago that prices were going to go up at a percentage that were bordering unaffordable. We looked at some other options and decided to not look at some of those other possibilities and just hold for the rent-see pricing, and it turned out that was a good decision because while prices did go up, they didn't go up the 90% that we had heard rumor might be the case. So we saved money by waiting, and this is within the budget as expected.
Any questions? Okay, we can move that to action at our next meeting. Next item for discussion is the proposed calendar for our regular scheduled board meetings. Again, that was in board book. Very similar to what we currently have.
I'll tell you already, I will not be at the January 11th organizational meeting.
Anybody else? Okay, yeah, we understand things come up, things like that. But this will be on for action at the next meeting. So if there is something that you notice, like, oh, that's actually a holiday, like we didn't catch it, just let us know and we can make those changes.
I did note this draft says 2027 to 2027, so probably correct.
Oh, yeah.
It's a draft. It's a draft.
Yeah,
It's a draft.
But thank you. Betsy's making that change as we speak. Next is ice cream social. I don't have anything else to report. I have tried to reach out with no response. I know that they just had a meeting last week. The president that I reached out to before is still their current president, so I'm hoping, I reached out to their vice president, so I'm hoping that I can get something going. But as of right now, I don't have anything. So we'll, if nothing else, we'll just donate a basket and we'll call it that. But if anybody reaches out to one of you, let me know or give them my number, my contact information, and I can set something up. But as of right now, as far as our involvement at the baseline, we'll at least donate a basket. Sound good? Okay. Moving on to action items, can I get a motion to approve the consent calendar?
Move that the Williamston Board of Education approve minutes for the regularly held meeting on March 16th, 2026 as presented.
Second.
Motion by Dave, second by Heather. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. We do have a few roll call items. Can I get a motion for approval of the phone system replacement?
Make motion that the Williamston Community Schools Board of Education approve hiring BSB Communication to replace the district phone system at a cost not to exceed $97,197.64. Funding for this project will come from the 2024 bond.
Second.
Motion by Chris, second by Deb. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Or I'm sorry, roll call. Please, Deb, take us through roll call.
Chris?
Yes.
Amanda?
Yes.
Deborah, yes. Heather?
Yes.
Nancy's not here. Dave?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes,
Motion passes unanimously.
thank you. Can I get a motion for approval of the pool locker replacement?
Move that the
Go ahead.
Williamston Community Schools Board of Education hire product resource company to replace the pool lockers in both the men's and women's locker room at a cost not to exceed $39,800. Funds will come from a private donation to the district's recreational fund.
Second.
Motion by Dave, second by Heather. Any discussion? Deb, please take us through roll call.
Chris?
Yes.
Amanda?
Yes.
Deborah, yes. Heather?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes,
Motion passes unanimously.
thank you. We do have several separate action items. Can I get a motion for approval of tenure recommendations?
Make a motion that Williamston Community Schools Board of Education approve tenure for the following teachers: Abigail Jean Charles, Shayna Darling, Nicholas Niederquell, Ryan Spain, and Samantha Boggs.
Second.
Motion by Chris, second by Deb. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. May I please get a motion for approval of third year to fourth year probation?
I move that the Williamston Community Schools Board of Education move the following teachers from the third year to the fourth year of probation: Chelsea Bolas, Sophia Mackel, Kristen Gillen, and Catherine Subu.
Second.
Motion by Deb, second by Dave. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Can I get approval for second year to third year probation?
Move that the Williamston Community Schools Board of Education move the following teachers from the second year to third year of probation: Paige Bowden, Sierra Brown, Kylie Densmore, Kimberly Kurth, and Koji Vroom.
Second.
Motion by Dave, second by Heather. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Can I get approved for the first year to second year probation?
Make a motion that the Williamston Community Schools Board of Education move the following teachers from first year of probation to second: Corinne Bird, Maya Boyes, Michelle Evans, Spencer Gillen, Angela Glasgow, Samantha Miller, Brenna Richardson, Marina Ryan, and Janelle Wheeler.
Second.
Motion by Chris, second by Deb. Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion passes. Can I get a motion for board policies to add, revise, and remove, starting with add?
Make a motion that the Williamston Community Schools Board of Education add the following new policies: 2,600 hours and days of school operation, 4130 school cameras and monitoring, 4520 data breach response, 7180 communication with parents, 7200 rights of non-custodial parents, 8044 toilet training, 8520 lice, nits, and bed bugs, 8730 public appearance of school groups, and 9180 the recording of district meetings, and 9240 drills.
Second. Oh, that was so synonymous.
I'm gonna give it to Amanda. So first by Chris, second by Amanda. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Can I get a motion to approve board policies to revise?
I move that the Williamston Community Schools Board of Education revive the following policies: 3750, payment procedures; 7160, special education program; and 7160, special education.
Second.
Motion by Deb, second by Heather. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Can I get a motion for board policies to remove?
Move that the Williamston Community Schools Board of Education move the following policy: 4365, special use of transportation services.
Second.
Motion by Dave, second by Heather. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. And finally, can I get a motion to appoint student member to the Sex Education Advisory Board?
Do I make a motion that the Williamston Community Schools Board of Education appoint Ava Gleason to the Sex Education Advisory Board?
Second.
Motion by Amanda, second by Deb. Any
Amusement
discussion?
did not relate to the motion.
All opposed in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Next, on our agenda is closed session. Can I get a motion to go into closed session?
Motion to go into closed session?
Second.
Motion by Chris, second by Deb. Deb, please take us through roll call.
Chris?
Yes.
Amanda?
Yes.
Deborah, yes. Heather?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
We will go into closed session and then we will come back out to finish out the rest of our meeting.
Betsy, are you staying here? Or are you leaving?
out of closed session.
Motion to come out of closed session.
Second.
Motion by Chris, second by Dave. Please take us through roll call.
Chris?
Yep.
Amanda?
Yes.
Deborah, yes. Heather?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
And Sarah.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you, everyone. Next on the agenda is review of board goals. We did have some correspondence. One that I wanted to bring your attention to is the Meridian Township Joint Meeting. If anyone can go to that, I do not believe I can. It's next Tuesday. If anyone can go, let me know. I would appreciate it if we could have some representation, but if we can't, then that's okay. I will get the meeting minutes, or I will have correspondence back and forth to get any updates. So let me know. Next is opportunity for citizen comments. We do not have any citizens in the audience, so board member reports and requests.
I have a question. Are any of our board members going to the Spring Institute? It's May,
Oh, with MASB, got it.
yeah, May 1st, 1st and 2nd, Friday and a Saturday. Anyway, I would be interested in
Okay.
going to that.
Okay, I can, talk to you after.
Okay.
Thank you. Anything else? Yes.
Schools Foundation has their annual golf outing on May 2nd coming up, so anybody that's looking to volunteer or looking to golf, get a foursome together, we'd love to have you.
Oh my goodness, that's so soon.
Yes.
It's always a fun event, so if anyone's around that Saturday, you just wanna drop by for an hour or two or stay for the whole time, they would very much appreciate any help and support that you can give. Anyone else? Okay, I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Chris, second by Heather. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. We are adjourned. Thank you all very much. Enjoy the rest